Moon in Aquarius. The moon is ruled by Cancer, and Cancer is a very emotional sign, and it rules the emotions, how we feel, the things we feel. And with the moon being in a very masculine sign, but very detached sign such as Aquarius, it would combine the two elements of both the moon and Uranus, which is Uranus, Aquarius' ruling planet, and it would give you somewhat of a shocking disposition. Um, your moon is a place that you go to. It's a place that you go to when you're stressed. So for moon in Aquarius, it would be solitude. It would be a place of feeling at peace with the universe and being able to contemplate life and the greater overall meaning of life. So you have to do that alone. But the moon in Aquarius will also give you a very aloof nature, very friendly, kind, but almost seem like you really don't care. You're very uninvolved emotionally to people, but it's just it's just the nature of the way that you interact with people. It's just because the moon was there in Aquarius, and Aquarius is a very freedom loving sign. It's very rebellious, very revolutionary. Have it's, it's also the rules the planet of the conscious and the higher mind, which means sometimes person who had born with moon in Aquarius may have flashes of insight and genius and visions of the future. So they might come as hints, they come as symbols, may come as visions, dreams, but it's just because Aquarius is the ruler of the future and things beyond. You get those feelings of, well, I knew that was going to happen. And I've had a vision of something that may happen in the future. So, also with the moon in Aquarius, you may give a person who loves to shock people. They say something that's funny, but that's very shocking just to get a reaction from people. So I would think that there's nothing bad about it, but they just love that jolt, that shock, and it just gives them that aliveness because it just brings about a great burst of energy in a sense. And when the two planets, in this case, would be the moon going into the sign Uranus, but technically you can say it's the moon blending with Uranus. When the two planets mix, see there's polarity. One is feminine, one is masculine. And so there's a very push and pull of the energies, but it's in this case, I think it's a good way to use this type of energy because you need to, some people need to be detached emotionally to deal with certain things. Like, you ever wonder how doctors and surgeons go on and do heart transplants and do these things every single day and come home and go back to their ordinary life? There's an emotional detachment that is needed and it requires, and I bet a lot of those people have air planets and air signs in their chart because it deals with the attachment, the emotional detachment, everything. You would have to be able to detach emotionally, or otherwise you will become insane. Like, who can deal with that every day? So that's a good thing about it. Also, it gives you a very um, freedom ruling type of nature where you just have to be free. I would think that it would hard for you to settle down with someone unless you're truly in love with them, because you are always of the need to always be free. Like that's your go-to, is just to be alone, to be free. And so when you're stressed, that's what you need to do, is you break free. You need to be alone. And Aquarius rules freedoms, rules of independence. So you're very much at home, being independent, being alone. So that's something that you have to learn to figure out how to deal with throughout your life. But those who focus on those options, those areas, just learn that one is the emotion, one is far from it. And just learn how to use that emotional detachment in everyday life challenges, but also life challenges that are beyond. Like, as I mentioned with the surgeons, being able to use that type of detachment from their everyday life. It is possible. Just think of the things that you can use it for your own life. I hope this video has helped and inspired people, and hopefully I'll be able to make more, and hopefully I'll brighten somebody's day with the information. Thanks.